Alright, Nick, we're going to try this again. Nothing worse than getting 3/4 of the way through doing a video for a customer and batteries go dead on the camera. Anyway, let's try this one more time. Here's your 2007 Saleen Mustang. Actually, I call it Saleen. Again, I know it's saltwater, but regardless, from Kentucky. We draw it out a little bit, so it's either Saleen or Saleen, depending on where you come from, I guess. But one correct way of pronouncing it, but that's the way I've always said it. But anyway, country, I guess. This one, I put the front push bar on this one. This comes off. You can see it's loose on there. You can pop that off if you want to. I personally like it off, but anyway, if you do take it off, there will be 2 holes in the front bumper, but no big deal. Hood opens on this. The door is still open. The trunk lid still opens as well. The trunk is where the battery is located. Like most 18 scale cars builders have, or builders build. Inside, in the compartment, you can see it here. The lighting's not too good down here in the shop. Fairly detailed engine in there. Not too shabby. Turned out pretty well, I think. Everything turned out well. Everything fit well. On the interior, and then you can see the radar unit that I told you I'd put on the dash for you, which I think turns out great. Laptop, the front antenna mounted on the dash over there. Then in the rear window, the rear antenna for the radar. Tail light lenses and everything are in place. Headlight lenses and all are still in place. Shut the door here. On the bottom are where the switches are located. You can see those there. Got 2 slide switches. One of them is pretty much the main power. It's going to turn your headlight. All your emergency lighting will come on with the one switch, including the light bar. The second slide switch is for your visor light and rear deck lights that you said you wanted to control them separately. So I got those wired up separately for you. And then also on the light bar, there's a tap switch on the bottom. And the tap switch will change the patterns of the rooftop light bar. And you can also, when you first turn the switch on, if you hit the tap switch 4 times, it'll turn this completely off. So you have the option of a couple different patterns. There's a simultaneous flash, same circuit board I use for the majority of my builds. So you can adjust that to pretty much 2 different random flashes, a slower and a fast random flash. Simultaneous flash, or again you can hit the switch the 4th time and it'll turn it completely off. The other switch on the bottom is for the siren. Siren will operate no matter if the switches are on or off on this one. Excuse me. You can see the switch right here. It's between the 2 slide switches on the driver's side. You hit that same siren. All the builders use. So I'll kick that back off. Pretty loud too. Anyway, this we'll slide the first switch on, and you're going to see in the lighting issues wanting here. There's the grill lights I added for you back behind the grill, which I think look great. They look pretty good in person. The small LEDs, they got some brightness to them. You see the different patterns here. There's your red and blue alternating ones there, beside the headlights that you asked for, and then your headlight strobes. So at your front end, you can see the light bar going through a random flash, simultaneous flash, and like I said, 2 different like random flash patterns. On the rear of the car, you wanted the tail light strobes. I added reverse lamp strobes as well, which I think really added to the rear end of the car. Looks pretty good, I think. Looks pretty good in person. So anyway, there's that. On the light bar I was mentioning, here's the other switch here, and you can see it'll just stay on these patterns. And again, there's a simultaneous flash. And then one more will actually turn it completely off. And if I can get the button, there we go. Actually, it was 2 more. I turned it off. Anyway, it is 4 pushes, but when you first turn the switch on, the main power switch, it's going to kick everything on. And like I said, you can adjust this, or like I said, completely turn it off, whichever you want. You see your laptop light is on now as well. And turn these off. And then your other switch here for your you wanted your rear deck and visor lights switched separately. Turn those on. There's your visor lights. You can see them going through kind of a flash and a double, like a double pop, and then a simultaneous flash. And then on your rear deck lights, I went ahead and give you two lights, two reds and blues. Or I'm sorry, two red and blues on each side. Added to it instead of just the one. Told you I might have two if I could fit them in there, so that's what I ended up doing with that as well. You can see those going through patterns. Again, you can turn those off with a switch on the bottom and to turn everything off. And they operate independently of the other emergency lighting. So anyway, turn those back on. Turn everything back on, as a matter of fact. And there's all the lighting. And it's probably too dark to really see anything, because these flashes are pretty bright. Anyway, you might be able to see your grill lights and strobes, alternating red and blues in the rear. See your reverse lights, your tail light strobes, rear deck strobes, and there's your light bar. Turned out pretty good. So, like I said, Nick, I appreciate it. This is, I don't know how many cars you've gotten from me, but I appreciate all the purchases, and look forward to the next build. And we'll sign off with the siren going. Thanks again.